Hi, I'm Debra Wallace, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I have been recording positive reframe videos. Yet I want to do something a little different as as I have all that experience. I want to show up as a fellow human being in this world. And I'm currently in America, there's a lot of change happening, and change is good. I have a YouTube video on why change is good. Yet trauma is when things happen too much, too fast, and too soon. So I would like to start on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to show up and do a live around lunchtime, um, and take a moment to do collective pause and a moment to process. And what I love teaching people is processing. There's many ways to process. So clearly I'm going to have my unique way that I process, but I love to empower people. Every body is different. We all have a nervous system. And even before the pandemic, even before two worlds were going on, wars, even before all this is happening, the modern day society is 24/7 stimulation. And our nervous systems can only handle so much. So again, trauma is too much, too fast, too soon. And then if you have no safe place to process it, express it, and make sense of it, then it gets stored in the body and it comes out in disease, conflict. And there is so much conflict going on in this world, and it hurts my heart. I originally, preparing for knowing that this big change was going to happen in America, I wanted to do a support group that I wanted to open up. Unfortunately, I also have a positive reframe on plans not going as planned. My mother, who I've been taking care of for about 3.5 years, has recently died. And I live in her home. I now have to move within the next months. And so the idea of trying to put together an organized support group just felt way too much for my nervous system. So I thought, how can I still be of service and share my gift, and also I need a safe place to process and make sense of what's going on. I have so much in my personal life that I can't even, I get, when I go to look, have firm boundaries of what I look at and the sources I go to and who I trust. And I also have a strong belief that no matter what is going on outside, there's always variables we can't control. That what I can control is my inner world. And most important, I need to be able to take care of myself so that I can handle everything. So that is my hope, that I want to do, and invite people, and also give a little people of share what I do in therapy sessions. Because therapy to me is not about, it's about finding a safe place to process and make sense of things. And it doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you. I also have a positive reframe on the stigma. So please check out my positive reframe videos. But I know I need a safe place to process and express and make sense of what's going on. And I want to role model that and give that to whoever's willing to listen. So for today, I'm actually going to walk you through how I like to start my sessions. And that is through deep breathing. So for a moment now, thank you for making this time. Feel free, you don't have to do this, but I want to invite you to take a deep breath, because taking a deep breath is the cheapest, easiest, free way to get vital nutrients to all the oxygen, to all the cells in our body. And it helps us feel, it helps like press the, it's like we have I have more YouTube talks, but it's like our nervous system has a threat detection awareness. And once it perceives a threat, whether it's real or imagined, it's going to activate fight, flight. And if fight or flight is on for too long, then we're going to go to our dorsal and potentially freeze when we have no resources or any memories of this going well. And so there's a lot going on in here. And so taking a deep breath is the easiest way to send a message to our nervous system that we are indeed safe and in control, although there are many variables happening in and around us that may not feel that way. So please feel free to join me if you like. let's take a deep breath, breathing in through your nose. And you can imagine filling up your lungs, or if you have areas of tension, imagine sending that oxygen to those areas where you may feel tightness. And then exhale long through your mouth. And there's reason to have it go out your mouth. Again, no judgment. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. When we exhale outside our mouth and make it longer than our inhale, that is when we're actually really pressing the brakes on that nervous system activation and letting the nervous system know that we are indeed safe and in control. And I often recommend to take at least 3 or 4 of these conscious, nurturing deep breaths, because often our first ones, you're like, parts of you are like, what is this person telling me what to do? I got too much to do. There's our nervous system, our whole mind, body, psyche, spirits are very complex. And yet there are actually easy ways to soothe them. So again, let's take at least 2 or 3 more conscious deep breaths. So breathing in through your nose and making that exhale longer out through your mouth. I'm just going to acknowledge that breathing for some people, although this is healthy, if you're not used to it, if it can also feel uncomfortable. So just listen. I also encourage teaching mindfulness, which mindfulness means paying attention in a particular moment without judgment. And I like to add with curiosity. So again, breathing in through your nose, long exhale through your mouth. Take another one. And just go at your own pace. And I want you to just take a moment and scan from head to toe, noticing any thoughts, feelings, sensations that came up for you while I was speaking, while you were breathing, while you're just choosing to take a moment to pause. Thank you for listening and giving yourself permission to pause, to breathe. And this can also, as you keep practicing it, give opportunities to listen to your body so that you can adjust and get your vital needs met. And you can align your actions and habits and choices with your values of what you want more in your own personal life and what you want to see in this world. Thank you. Take wonderful care.